Hi Scorpio, my name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. Before we get started, I have some cards already picked out, so don't you worry. Just keep in mind that my readings aren't date specific. This might be applicable 3 months from now, a year from now, so keep that in mind. And you can also swap around the characters if there are characters. It doesn't really look like it in this one, but and just know that my intentions are to just give you advice, validate your feelings, and maybe help you feel less alone in the world currently. So let's get started. Your energies that you're going to be dealing with in the month of April 2020 are compassion and third eye. So we're working with the heart chakra and the third eye chakra, essentially. And so compassion, this is interesting. I wonder if you are needing to forgive someone in the month of April, or if your heart is just opening up and having more compassion, or just having more compassion for the state of the world and everything like that, or having more compassion for yourself. Let's see, what numbers do we have? We have 2 6s. 1 and 5 for compassion, and 6 is the 6th chakra, is the third eye chakra. And I have the guidebook here, and 6 refers to sacredness, harmony, appreciation, and love. So look out for those energies as well in the month of April. I feel that those things, sacredness, harmony, appreciation, and love, will be increasing for you. I will just briefly read these. Compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and to be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart into the world. So when it talks about being a mediator, pay attention if you ever feel like you have aspects of yourself that are at war with each other, meaning that it feels like a part of you wants to go this way while another part of you doesn't and wants to go the opposite way. So that might be happening in the month of April as well, and it's important to be a mediator and to bring those parts together so that you can flow all of your energy and heart into the world, okay? And just allowing your heart to open more and more and more. And so it's basically a practice of unconditional love. How can you practice having more unconditional love into your day-to-day life? And the third eye supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. So this is interesting, combining unconditional love with your intuition. How are you going to do that, Scorpio? You're the only one that can answer that. And so, yeah, you might be calling to do similar work that I'm doing, helping to heal others, to teach others, to work with others in a higher, more profound way. You just never know. Only you do. All right, so the animal totem, it's not really an animal, but for my animal totem card deck, you got golden egg. And golden egg is all about your deepest, truest self being expressed. It also represents wholeness, completion, and integration. And so with this card, I want to ask you, what is it that's deep inside of your heart? Your truest desire, your truest truth inside of your heart that you need to express, that you need to listen to. And perhaps it could be an inner child, your inner child. Could be having a deeper connection to God, the universe, any kind of higher power as well. And I also want to say that you should be expecting, get in the practice of expecting gifts coming your way in April and onward. So like we said, harmony, sacredness, appreciation, and love. So all sorts of gifts, all sorts of successes and new beginnings. And you're basically breathing new life into something or a multitude of things here. But you know, there's going to be a lot of successes, a lot of abundance, a lot of love, and really positive gifts coming your way in the month of April. So let's see what else the fairies have to say about this. And right out of the gate, we have unity, which again is repeating that message of harmony and integration with yourself, with others, with your purpose, with the planet, with spirit, with who you are. I already said that, but yeah, this is beautiful. I'll just show that to you really quick. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, you might be weaving yourself with another person or another project or thing, and you're becoming one with that person or one with that thing. So yeah, that can happen in a multitude of ways as well, spiritually or physically, if you catch my drift. So wow, okay. So you got the Singer of Courage. The singers can also be angels. So the Angel of Courage you received. I'm just going to go through them one by one and then break it down, okay? And then you have Honesty. I love him. He's so sweet. We have the Undressing of a Salad, Arvel the Parrot, and Lady of the Harvest. Okay, so yeah, in the month of April, it's going to be really important. There's going to be probably things in the month of April that, I mean, there's a lot of abundance and success, and I also want to say change, but I mean that's a constant of this universe, you know, definitely in this time and now. So there's going to be a lot of courage for you to speak from the heart. Why I say speak is because we have Arvel the Parrot here, and it's very interesting because he's pointing to his throat chakra rather than his mouth. And I thought there was a card that was more about speaking, but I think that is Honesty is more about speaking, speaking from your heart. But with Arvel the Parrot, I feel that, I mean, definitely it's going to be important for you to like verbally speak. But this takes it to a whole other level, because this is about back and forth communication, and his like kind of eyebrows kind of go up into these little light orbs, which depict your third eye chakra for me. So it's your third eye chakra and your throat chakra are communicating perhaps, and you're receiving downloads of information and you're communicating that, but it feels like you're having this kind of dialogue with higher powers, information that's outside of you, being able to see things not through your physical eyes, but see things from your third eye chakra. And there's some kind of knowing, like deep knowing that you've always had, that you've always needed to speak. And there might be a increase of telepathy, either between you and your angels and spirit guides, and or between you and the other people in your life that you really love. There's a lot of wisdom that I get in this card as well. So the honesty card is about expressing and speaking your truth, and also feeling your feelings. Feeling your feelings, but Arvel the Parrot is more about knowledge and wisdom and deep knowingness. And there might be things that you need to communicate silently. Sometimes the lack of action speak louder than words. That might not make a whole lot of sense, but I think to the Scorpio that I'm communicating with or speaking to or connecting with, it's going to make sense. Sometimes actions speak louder than words, and sometimes the lack of action speak louder than words. And usually people associate the lack of action with something negative. But here I feel like there's either like a lack of action that actually speaks higher volumes, or there's just something that that you're just communicating with your facial expression and experiencing more telepathy with the people around you or a person around you. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting so much out of these cards right now. At least this one, you know, with the black background and these light orbs. I'm just kind of seeing it as a star, and you know, stars hold so much wisdom, and I think you're communing with the stars, communing with something much greater and grander than you, and being able to see things that other people can't see. You have access to wisdom and knowledge that other people don't have, and your inner light is shining brighter and brighter. And you know, with his whiskers, it's that intuition, those things that are kind of outstretching and tapping into your environment or tapping into energies. So anyway, I hope that made sense. It was kind of taking me to some unknown territory there, but I'm sure it will hit at least, it will resonate with at least one of you out there. So yeah, there might be kind of raw feelings in your heart, either a surge of love or desire, or perhaps even pain, or something that you're kind of like needing to get off your chest, and you might feel kind of, you know, your heart racing and things like that. So there might be something that you need to, there might be something that you're needing to admit or come to terms with, or how much you feel, you are a Scorpio, and you're very, very deep. So I think that it's kind of like this welling up that's happening in your heart, because with the compassion and honesty, I think that your heart is really going to start opening up, and you might be feeling more than you're used to, and it might feel a little bit overwhelming at times. But when it comes to speaking, I think that you're going to be able to do it in a very intellectual way, in a very wise and knowledgeable way. But yeah, I just keep getting, you know, his lips aren't moving, and it's all from here. So this is all about connecting the heart chakra and the throat chakra and allowing what's in your heart to be expressed. And I think that you're going to be able to do it in a very like eloquent way. This isn't Tom the poet. This isn't some eloquent poetry here. I think that this might seem a little bit obscure, but you know, there can be a lot of chaos. There's a lot of chaos that's going on right now. But you, Scorpio, this is actually, or something is making you open your heart up even more. And I think that you're finding ways of rearranging these feelings into a very easy to digest way, or in a very organized way. There's something about organization, organizing your thoughts in a very, and also there's a lot of chaos. It seems like you're reorganizing that chaos into a very easy to follow solution. But even though it's coming from a very kind of like intellectual place, it's from a very loving place, if that makes sense. I hope it does. The next card that we have is Undressing of the Salad, so achieving the impossible here. Also juggling a lot, having a lot on your plate, and working as a team with someone. So yeah. So you, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in April, you are going to achieve it. And it is there. So there is a lot of chaos. There's a lot of chaos around you. You're having to have a lot on your plate and juggle a lot, but you're going about it in a very organized, strategic, well planned out way. And you kind of have a partner in crime here, and both of you have each other's backs. So you're facing this way and dealing with all of this, and your other person is facing this way and dealing with all of this. And so yeah, it seems like you have this like partner in crime here. And it's kind of, you know, there's so much going on in the background. And it seems like this can kind of go into what's happening on a global stage. So there's a lot of chaos, yet there might be things that are happening behind the curtain. The magician might be trying to distract everybody while he's doing something over here. And so even though you have a lot on your plate and you're juggling a lot, it seems like you and your person, or you and, you know, the universe, or whatever this is, whatever kind of partnership this is, whatever life is throwing at you, you're still making your way through the forest. You're still making your way past the curtain. You're not letting these trials or tribulations or chaos or whatever it is hold you back or distract you, if that makes sense. And so yeah, you are going to achieve the impossible. And then I think more towards the end of April, you are going to experience this release of burden or chaos or stress or whatever, and you're going to have more time to really relax and really receive the fruits of your labor, which is going to be the golden egg, which is going to be what you have set after the entire time. And it's going to just be a very rewarding time for you. So, okay, so this is a very interesting reading. I'm going to see if there's anything else the fairies have to say to Scorpio regarding these very interesting energies. Now we have the jackpot. So here you go. This is your sign. And we have 1111, meaning synchronicity, things lining up, things manifesting, and you just outbursting and shining and breaking through barriers and winning the gap, winning the jackpot, and receiving the gifts, and you know, being a winner, coming out on top. So this is really amazing, Scorpio. I'm gonna see if there's any last words of advice that Spirit has for you. We have milk and honey. So it might be chaotic times right now, but you are going to receive that feeling of milk and honey, of sweetness and ease and comfort and relaxation. And we have yet another 6, the 5 and the 1. So more sacredness, harmony, and love and appreciation. You also got a here and now. So throughout the month, it's going to be important for you to maybe get into some kind of meditation or a practice of stillness and quieting your mind, to kind of help with the kind of chaos that's going around you. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's anything else. Yes, we have peace. So this is, and we have the egg again. We got 2 eggs actually. One egg there and another egg here. So definitely at the end of April, I mean throughout April, you're going to experience this, but there's going to be a clear-cut moment of like, I can finally relax now. I got this in the bag. I've got it. And so what's hatching for you is a life of peace and harmony and sacredness and love and appreciation. And you're just gonna finally get past that curtain, get past that milestone, get past that whatever. It might seem like life is throwing you all these curveballs when all you want is just to keep going, but it's kind of having you to kind of stop while you're juggling and moving at the same time. But it does seem like you have some kind of partner in crime. If you're not coupled at this time, just know that the universe is working with you and you're not alone. So okay, I'm gonna see. It seems okay. All right, there we go. Scorpio, there is, I think, like the chaos. Okay, I'll just show you. You got time to go. You got time to go. So I think that there is some kind of person or situation that you are perhaps trying to leave. But there's a lot of hoops that you are trying to maybe get through. That's kind of, I don't know, kind of delaying the process. There might be a person that you're trying to get to, but anyway, you're gonna know how this applies to you. There's something that you need to leave or begin. I'm actually getting this as it's time to go on your adventure. It's time for you to go towards peace. It's time for you to go towards ease and grace and happiness. But you know, if there is something, you know, toxic in your life, it's time to leave that. But I'm getting more of the message that there's a lot of completions that are happening, and it's something is being wrapped up so that you can start this fresh new beginning. And And we have loyal heart, so there might be, you know, some kind of love interest here, but it's important for you to remain loyal to your own heart and be around people who can be loyal and genuine as well. So there's that. And lastly, we have to be fair. So this is very interesting because it seems like the majority of April, or a good portion of April, is about kind of juggling things and kind of being off balance and things like that. But she has the scales, and so you're going to be completely leveled out, completely balanced, and you know, there's going to be perhaps some kind of justice, or it's going to feel, it might feel fair, like perhaps maybe a lot of your life, or more recently, things haven't seemed fair, and now this golden egg has happened, and it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense. It doesn't really matter everything that I went through. This kind of makes up for all of it. So there's kind of something is coming along to kind of help balance the scales for you, which I think is really, really beautiful. And there might be some kind of justice coming to a head. I just want to read you what the book says about this card. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between being and doing. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember, all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You will reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. So I hope that this message was of value to you, Scorpio, and that it helped validate some things for you. Know that you are never, ever, ever alone. You are so, so loved, and always be kind to yourself. Please take care and be safe during these times, and make sure to get out and enjoy nature, and, you know, continue to live life as normally as possible. And I love you so much. Big kiss. Take care. Bye.